everybody, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast Plus painting tutorial, and today we are painting the all-new Caledor Dragons. Yes, the High Elf Blood Bowl team is finally here. They're absolutely spectacular miniatures. I really like these guys. I think they're very pretty. And, well, it's a very lovely colour palette. It's very traditional in terms of high elves from the old world, and it's been sent to me early by Games Workshop to build up and paint with all of you, and that is exactly what we are going to do starting now. So they've all been primed in grey Seer, and we're just going to focus on these four. And the colour we're going to be using first is some Asurmen Blue. That's what we're going to be doing. And we're going to be applying this over top of all of the blue details. Now, helpfully, on our dragon prince here, he's got the most blue details, and it's actually all of his sort of dragony armour is also going to be applied. No, that doesn't make any sense. He's going to have it applied over the top, but for the vast majority of the rest of them, we're going to be applying this over the top of the sort of edging of the chainmail and over the top of any helmet plumes. And not only are we going to apply one layer, we are going to apply two of the Asurmen Blue. So with all that Asurmen Blue applied, we're then going to take some Cygor Brown, and we're going to apply this over top of the boots and the balls on the throwers. And we're going to apply this over top of the sort of inner leather on their braces. And in the case of our dragon prince, that will also include his gloves. Next up, we're going to take some Guilliman Flesh, and we're going to apply this over top of all the skin. So with that all done, we're then going to take some Black Legion, and we're going to apply this over top of their shorts, their undershirts, any large straps on their boots, and we're also going to apply this over top of their eyeballs, just for the sake of saving a bit of time, so we don't have to go back to Black Legion a little bit later. With that all done, we then take some Skeleton Horde, and we apply this over top of the White Lion. With that all done, we're now going to take some thinned down Leadbelcher, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the silver plate armor and all of the silver scale mail as well. Now the thrower, or the passer, whatever the right definition is, he has gold scale mail. And so with all that silver applied, we're then going to take some thinned down Retributor Armour. We're going to apply this over top of, well, all of our remaining details that aren't going to be white. So it is going to be the field of the little shields on the front and the back, and also, of course, the sashes. So with that all done, it is now time to add some shades. And we're going to start with some Nuln Oil. And we're going to apply this over the top of all of the silver and over the top of all of the white. And with that all done, we're then going to take some Reikland Fleshshade, and we're going to apply this over top of all of the gold, and we're going to apply this over top of the lion's pelt. So with our shades all applied, they are now at what I would call a Warhipster battle ready and looking pretty good. However, we're of course not going to leave them there, no. We're going to take them to the next level, and we're going to do this by adding some layers and some highlights. Now the first of these is going to be a layer. We're going to go through the layers first. And layers also sort of act as a highlight. And our first one is some thinned down Corax White. And we're using this, like I said, to relayer all of our white details. But when it comes to things like the belts and stuff, it becomes a highlight. The other thing we're going to point out about using the Corax White is we're going to use this to pick out any stitching on the boots and on the balls. Next up, it's time for another relayer. It's going to be some thinned down Leadbelcher. I'm going to use this to relayer all the silver. So with all that silver relayered, we're then going to do our final relayer, which is to take some thinned down Kislev Flesh. I'm going to use this to relayer the skin. Now of course when it comes to the faces, this becomes a highlight. So with those relayers all done, it's now time to do some proper highlighting. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some Screaming Skull and we're going to gently dry brush this over the top of the lion. But the other thing we are going to do with the Screaming Skull is we're going to use this to pick out all of the eyes by just adding a little dot in the corner of each of the eyeballs. Next up, we're going to take some thinned down Teclis Blue. I'm going to use this to highlight all the blue. For our next trick, what we're going to do is we're going to take some thinned down Dawnstone and we're going to use this to highlight all the black details. Next up, we move into the land of metallics. I'm going to highlight all the silver with some Ironbreaker. And with all that silver highlighted, we're then going to take some thinned down Liberator Gold. I'm going to use this to highlight all of the gold. And with all of that gold now nice and bright, we're going to take some Blood Angel's Red. I'm going to apply this over top of all of the gems. And finally, to finish off the Caledor Dragons, we're going to take some Ardcoat and we're going to apply this over the top of the gems. Just to make them nice and shiny and bright. And there we have it, the Caledor Dragons all ready to take the field of Blood Bowl. And, well, we did the base in the same way we do all of our old world adjacent stuff, using the Mediterranean base mix from Geek Gaming Scenics. And they're quite fun. It's a pretty limited colour palette, which obviously makes for a nice, quick and painless paint job. For such an effective team, that's very, very, very cool. And you could use this for a lot of other High Elves units. If you enjoyed this video, you love the channel, and you'd like to support me further, you absolutely can do so by heading to patreon.com/Warhipster, just like all of these wonderful, amazing people have done. And alternatively, you could become a YouTube channel member by clicking on the join button below, exactly like these fabulous folks have done, scrolling up on the screen before you. There are so many of you out there that it really takes my breath away, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you do, as without you I wouldn't be able to keep making these Contrast Plus videos. And if you really like this video and you want to send me a little thanks, just click on the thanks button just below this video. Don't forget to share it, like it, comment on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to make sure you stay up to date, don't forget to click the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon in the next one. Happy wargaming.